Next up is Order 2009-3. Do I have a volunteer to read?
I'll read, Mr. Chairman. And I'll do the same thing this time to adopt tonight instead of having to go through the
It's your choice.
amendment. Okay. Order 2009-03, an order relative to the licensing of a junkyard pursuant to RSA 236. First reading is 2/9/2009, and adopt 02/09/2009. Whereas Vito J. Salamini, who resides at 39 Sonetto Road, Derry, New Hampshire, and is the owner of S&S Metals, 196 Rockingham Road, Londonderry, New Hampshire, desires a license to continued operations of said business, and whereas Vito J. Salamini has complied with the requirements of RSA 236 and other conditions of operations as set forth by the Town Council, and whereas the Londonderry Town Council, acting as the governing body of the town as such licensing authority, and with approval of the Londonderry Building Health Inspector, who has oversight authority, it appears that the public good so requires such a license be granted. It is therefore ordered by the Londonderry Town Council that Vito Salamini, doing business as S&S Metals, be granted a license to operate an auto recycling facility, and that the renewal of said license be hereby granted and conditioned upon compliance with the attached agreement. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Frank, are there any notables here to look at?
Well, I, again, have made several unannounced visits during the past year. There's no uncorrected compliance issues, and we've received no complaints at this location during the license year 2008.
Any other discussion on the part of the council? All in favor of Order 2009-3, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Do I have a volunteer to read Order 2009-4?
I could do the next one.
You're getting good at it.
Yeah. Order 2009-4, an order relative to the licensing of a junkyard pursuant to RSA 236. First reading is 02/09/2009, and adopt on 02/09/2009. Whereas Doris and Anthony Iadis, who reside at 211 Rockingham Road, Londonderry, New Hampshire, and are the owners of Londonderry Salvage, 211 Rockingham Road, Londonderry, New Hampshire, desire a license to continue operations of said business, and whereas the Londonderry Town Council, acting as the legislative body of the town, has such licensing authority, and with approval of the Londonderry Building Health Inspector, who has oversight authority, it appears that the public good so requires such a license be granted. It is therefore ordered by the Londonderry Town Council that Doris and Anthony Iadis, doing business as Londonderry Salvage, be granted a license to operate an auto recycling facility, and that renewal of said license be hereby granted. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Frank, are there any particulars on this one that we need to know about?
No complaints during license year 2008.
Any further comments or discussion by the council? All those in favor of Order 2009-4 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0.